All right. So just for everybody to see, for Saturday, this is what I want to go over. Just the plays that we want to focus on for Saturday and really get, addressed on. We're going to go over the formations that we want to run on Saturday along with the plays. So the plays, we have 2 runs, a quick game concept, a deep drop pack concept, and screens. So Rex and Laser are the same screen, just to do different sides. And of course, I have some film for you guys to see. So first things first, we'll go over Izzy. Izzy is our inside zone play. So it looks a lot like this. You're gonna see a lot of my coaching points in these videos. I'm going to explain them so that way we have a better idea of what we're looking for. So real quick, we're looking for offensive line to take a 45-degree step to the play side. Center is going to be double teaming whoever is in the A gaps. Running back is going to take the handoff, run straight up to the center's ass, and then make his cuts where he sees fit. There's going to be some plays where the whole offensive line takes a step like this. We'll take a step to the left and drive the whole defense to the left, and the running back will cut it back to the right. So we're going to see a few how different teams run it, and we'll compare it like that. So we have this is film from a coach. This is from Ball State. So this is a college team. Just let me know if somebody can't see the film or if it's kind of choppy. Let me know. I'll try to fix it. But for now, it's going to be a lot. I'm going to play it. We'll only watch a couple clips from this. So just like this kind of looks like our trips formation. Only thing is that our third receiver is now at wing as opposed to being right out here. So this is going to be late. So look at it like late, and it's going to be Izzy right. So as you can see, I'll let it go to the back clip. Doing off offensive line, the ball snaps. Look at everybody's feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody's taking a step to the play side. Center is double teaming the guy in the gap. And we're generating that pressure. We're moving the flow. Running back ran straight down the center's ass, makes his cut, and he gets upfield for a good gain. This is another one. Again, this is open, except now instead of our Y being out here, he is in tight. This is Izzy left. Running back's on the right, play is going left. Oh. Nope, I forgot about this play. So this is more similar to our power. This is like our power scheme. This would be power right for us. Left guard pulls. It's a little bit more like our power, but we'll ignore this play. All right, so back at it. Now it's early. Instead of having the H out wide, he's in tight. Izzy right. See? Watch the offensive line. Everybody's going to take a step to the right. Everybody's flowing right. Center's double teaming in the A gap. Everything is flowing right. Center is double teaming in the A gap. This guy is shooting this way, so this tackle can't cut him off. What he's going to do is now go, and he drives him out. He pushes him with the flow. Guard steps up, go second level. This guy would be blocking him. But now this is what the play looks like. He takes it backside, and he gets a big gain out of it. So Izzy, even though we want it to hit directly up the middle, there's going to be times where defenses overplay it and they're going to crash. Anybody who wants to play R and or H has to know this is what we're doing. This is what I'm looking for. If we see that the whole offensive line is driving and pushing everybody to the left side, we can cut it to the back side. All right. So now this is not early. This is not late. This is early, except of having the H here. Instead of having the H here, he's right over here. So this is early for us. Early, is he right? So I don't care about the RPO off of this. I just want everybody to see how everybody's running it and where the running back would have hit if he gave it to him. So boom, everybody stepping, double teaming the A gap. Right downhill, safety steps up. This guy should be peeling off to get him. And actually he had a backside cut. So if we go back, watch the flow of the defense. You take this now, or you wait for the flow and you cut it backside. So there's multiple options that he could use. If you have a good running back with patience, is going to wait for the flow and cut it backside. A running back that has no patience is going to run right up to the hole and try to put a move on the safety. But there's potential more yards if you wait for the hole to open up. So some of these plays are going to be RPOs. We're not worrying about that. So again, this is late. Is he left? Watch where the running back goes. Right down the center's ass, reads his hole, decides to lower his shoulders, grinds out 5 yards. So everybody, first step, going to the left, and we're making our steps. Step, drive, step, drive, working together, double teaming the guy in the A side, in the A gap, working to backer, step, working to backer. And now this running back, you'll see him, they're right on the hash. He's gonna run down the hash and then decide to make his cut. Now we have open, Y is in tight as opposed to being out here. We'll watch the O-line on this because I don't really care about the play. I don't care about the RPO. Now we're stepping, we're driving, we're creating the pressure downhill, ran straight down the center's back to sell the run, and then we have a play off of this. So we do have some stuff that'll look like that, but for the most part, we want to run the way we want to run it. So look, watch the O-line. This is Izzy Wright. This is Ace. They had the tight end in. Boom, everybody steps to the right. Running back gets it. He runs down the seam. And he had a lane. Quarterback's just not good. So now this is late, early for us. Yep, we're going to the right. We're going to the right. Izzy right. Again, instead of being here, our H would be out wide. Quarterback decides to keep it. This is a read option play. We will have something like this in our book, whether it be with our traditional quarterback or we put another athlete in here. Unless we put another athlete at the quarterback position and we make it a strictly read option, but nothing changes for everybody's rules. Step, step, step. They'll work on this, and they could potentially work on this. Go to backer, and now we have a free man upfield. Running back's gonna take it, run right up the center's ass, and he's gonna make his cuts where he sees fit. If we do decide to run read option, we're reading the backside end. Quarterback can decide if he wants to take it or if he wants to hand it off. Defensive end played the running back. He decided to pull it himself.
Yeah. The video is kind of choppy.
Mm,
Oh shit, people hear me?
yes.
That's a good mic.
Just 1 second. All right. So now we could say that this is blue, our Y, our X, R and H with our Z. Except now instead of having our H here, our R up right here, he's up here right on the almost on the line of scrimmage. Yep, decides to bounce it out, takes it for a touchdown. So we'll see. They have an extra player in the box. We'll do something like this, but we'll have them come across and kick out the D end. But for the most part, how it's going to look is step. There's 2 people in the A gap now, so it's going to be step, 1-on-1. We'll try to take this. This guy's going to come across, kick him out. Running back takes it up, and then decides to cut it back. Yep, see the flow? See the flow, everybody step to the left. The whole defense flew to the left. He bounces it, and he beats it. He goes and becomes an athlete, takes it in space. So I think that's enough for this one. We'll watch a little bit of Oklahoma. Oklahoma has a similar. This is a little bit older. This is 2018. This is, I believe, Kyler Murray. Quality is a little bad, but we'll see it all the same way. So we'll see it. O-line flows, defense flows. Everybody's going to step. He sees it, and he bounces it. But look, he runs right down the hash marks. And then boom, the lane's right there. Got to be an athlete in space. If we get you into space like that, I'm expecting a touchdown. Similar to this, that was a good lane. We got to be able to hold our blocks. So now, this guy is not playing an edge. He's in tight, but we're still going to work on those blocks. Yeah. We're going to the right. Everybody steps right. Tackle goes second level. Now we need guard to hold this block. Guard holds his block. You see the lane right here. Cuts his block. Blocked. Blocked. Sealed off. Right into open grass. Gets held up for a smaller gain. That's what happens when you don't block it right. We'll see it. Everybody steps. Stepping to the right. Is he right? Running back doesn't take it straight up field. He tries to. They overflow it. Ends up getting tackled for no gain. So we have to generate movement up front. We can't get stonewalled and get stuck on the line of scrimmage. We have to be able to force it. Another read option play. This is Kyler Murray. He decides to keep it himself. So we'll watch the O-line. Everybody stepping left. Running back takes it. Watch where the running back runs. Right on the hashes. Kyler Murray decides to pull it himself. Another one, the running back does a great job of not going down on first contact. You'll see the O-line generate its movement. Everybody stepping to the right. Is he right? He sees a little crease. He takes it. Gets hit once, gets hit twice. Goes down after second contact. Another good play, reading his blocks. Saw his O-line flow to the right. Saw the lane. Decided to cut it back. Good cutoff. Look, you see the form? Any offensive lineman, this is what we call a cutoff. When our bodies are separating the ball carrier from the defender. That is a perfect textbook cutoff. Now you can see the lane. Look, he steps. They work on this. They're able to get there and generate a little lane for this running back. And he's able to put a play in space, and he gets more yards. Well, it was a better block for that wide receiver. We'll go last play. Straight up the way we want it. They ended up throwing it out here. But watch the O-line. Is he right? Boom, everybody steps right. Works upfield, strong. Line of scrimmage was over here. This is college football. Line of scrimmage was what? Here? They're about 2 to 3 yards off the ball. Running back takes it right up the center's ass, but they throw it out here. So that's for Izzy. Anybody have any questions on what we saw for Izzy? It's pretty simple, same as the cut up. Coaching points is what we're looking for. We're watching the center's ass, R's and H's. We're looking for the center's ass, and we're making our cuts off of there, and we're reading the flow. All right. So now we'll shut these down. Next play we're looking at is Ozzie. So Ozzie is our other alignment against Izzy. This is an outside run. We're looking to get outside reach offensive line. We're taking flat steps, turning like we're trying to run down the line of scrimmage and cut off the defender and create an alleyway for our R to take it outside. R's, we're looking for 2 reads. It's bounce. And then we're looking for, it's the bounce read and the bang read. So we have bounce and bang. Bang read, we're banging that foot in the ground. We're going upfield hard, and we're trying to get those tough yards. If we see the O-line can't cut it off, if we see the O-line can't get cut off and they decide to drive everybody to the sidelines, can't get cut off, follows them to the sidelines, we're cutting that foot up and we're going right behind them, trying to create a wall for ourselves. If everybody can get reach like how it is in the diagram, boom, we're bouncing it out and we're taking it outside. So we'll watch a little bit of outside zone. So this is Texas. Again, right now, this is our early set. We're going trips right instead of literally. It's a difference of yards. If he's out here, he's our H. He's in here. It changes it up a little bit. Good job lowering his shoulder. Offensive line is working together. Got outside. Should have had a better seal block from these wide receivers. Would have been able to take it to the sideline. This is similar to our green formation. One guy's a little bit up. This guy looks like he's lining up to run Izzy. But we all know that based on alignment, because he's a little bit farther up, he's probably getting the rock. So we see the O-line steps. We're flowing all to the outside. Trying to get cut off. Isn't able to get cut off. Bangs his foot in the ground, gets upfield, lowers his shoulder to get those hard yards. Same thing, outside, everybody flew, bang that foot in the ground, gets upfield, generates a good play. So we'll see it. Watch the defense, how fast they get to the outside because they're scared of getting sealed off. See, watch every defender run themselves out of the play. Now look at this. Created a damn wall. Now you got a whole wall sealed off with one guy to beat. Now he's going to lower his shoulder, bang that foot in the ground right here, and he's getting upfield to get those hard yards. We got trips left. So we got late. That was a messed up play call. This is what happens if you don't listen to the play or see the hand signals that we're going to be using. He didn't know he was getting the ball. We didn't generate the cutoff. Everybody steps, but nobody ever got cut off. So there was no lane, and 68 missed his assignment. We got to keep our eyes up when we're blocking. We got to see who we're blocking. He saw that he couldn't get outside. Watch the play side guys. They couldn't get cut off, so they drove him down the sidelines. He banged his foot upfield, and he got upfield fast. Bang, and he's upfield now. Gets tripped up on his own guy, though. We'll go last play here. Quarterback decides to keep it. So we got Ozzy with the quarterback. Watch the O-line. Everybody's getting seal. Should have had a better job by 80. And they're able to get a clear lane. Any questions on Ozzy? All right.
No, coach.
So now for the skill guys, the wide receivers, we're going to go over our concepts. So this is a team in California. This is a middle school team. They run a lot of the same stuff that we run. So you're going to see kids around our age, maybe even a little younger, run this system. So it's not just college and NFL level stuff. You're going to see kids around your age run the same system. So we're going to see we got Ace. I know open. I'm sorry, because there's another wide receiver right here. So you got open, and they're going to run stick. So boom, as you can see, stick is simple, just to show you guys what it looks like. So right now, this would be open H stick. You have outside release, fade. You have the force, you have the step stick on this guy's toes. And then this could either be a shoot that we want to run it, or they ran it like a swing. So depending on how our guy, what's is more comfortable, we'll switch it up. We'll see how it goes during our practices, but we're going to run it like this. So this is what stick looks like. And then backside guys, they're running our pre-snap read. So to explain our pre-snap read, we're looking for guys that are 6 yards off the line of scrimmage, If they are 6 yards off the line of scrimmage, you are running a hitch, a 4-step hitch. And if he is within the 6-yard limit, we're running an outside release fade. So you can see it here. Slot knows he's running an outside release fade. He knows that he's running a 4-step stick. But the biggest thing is play side. So it's each stick right now. We're running it to the H side. So you have H, X, Y, and then Z is over here. And then we have R. H knows that he's running on this dude's toes and he's turning around and flashing his hands like he's taking a picture of the quarterback. So he knows he's basically creating this rub. So he's going to bump him, allowing this R to get open. So, and you'll see it on this play. Quarterback sees it. Nobody's there to cover the running back. He dumps it off quick. Got to do a little bit better job in space. So now we know we're running Y stick. So this is open Y stick because Y is always on the right. Y, Z, H, and X. We got the stick here. Boom on this guy's toes. We got the outside release fade. And then they're running their swing. And then right here, we got 6 yards. This guy would be running the hitch. And this guy's running the fade. So simple. Our stick, we call it easy money. Why we call it that is because our pre-snap read, if we see that this hitch is open and this guy's running the hitch, we're throwing it automatically. We have no other rule set. We're not looking towards the concept side. We're going and we're throwing the hitch now because it's the easiest 3-4 yards you're going to get in your entire life. This guy is giving up the yardage to him. So we want our quarterback to snap it, throw it now. Now, say if this guy was past the line of scrimmage and he was here and he's running the fade, then we look concept side. But we're throwing the hitch now, which I think he does in this clip. He does not. So that would be a bad part on him. But he decided to throw the stick. If we watch it, space is wide open. We have guys flowing for the running back. Stick is open in space. Take it now. We gotta be a little bit more athletic than that. So now look, we got late. So we got trips left, late. And we're running stick to the late side. So it's gonna be outside release fade. Y would be here. He's running the stick. This guy right here would be running the shoot. And then he would be staying in pass pro. I don't know how far this corner is, but he's either running the hitch or he's running the fade because he's the pre-snap read. But that's the thing that changes with H. So this would be early Y stick. So this would be the X. The Y is running the stick right here. And then you have the H right in this spot. So when the H knows we're in trips, he's running the shoot as opposed to the running back. Pretty simple. Created the mesh. He created this point of confusion for this defender. He didn't know who to cover. He decided to cover the out. Stick was open. Easy 6 yards. Now we have early. So that's trips right. Think R early. Boom, we got the out. We got the stick. And we got the outside release fade. And then backside guy is running his pre-snap read. Depending on what the defense shows him. I don't even know where the corner is. I think this is the corner. Pre-snap read is going to be open because he knows 6 yards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the line. This is the line. The corner is actually right here. So you'll see he's like 8 yards off of him. He's going to run a hitch. Pre-snap reach should be open. See? Hitch in space. Is an athlete, makes a couple guys miss, turns a 4-yard gain into a 10-yard gain. Yep, pre-snap read again. So as we can see, we got the out. Actually, let me pick a different color. So we have the out. We have the stick. We have the fade. This guy knows he's running a hitch because obviously, let's see, 2, 4, 6. This guy's off the line. This guy's off the ball. Hitch is there. Throw the hitch. He knows. And now an athlete makes a miss in space. Obviously, he wasn't that athletic. All right, so now we got trips again. Out, stick, fade. And now the ball is on the line, so he's right on the 6, it looks like. This corner's right on the 6, so he won't be able to throw easy money. But he still has the concept side. Oh, well, they actually ended up taking a shot with the post. We could do that as well. We can call a tag and have this backside guy run a post as opposed to just running a slant. Broke right in front of the corner's face. Catches it. Kid makes a bad tackle, and he's off to the races. All right. We'll watch one more. Another one. We have trips, stick side, and they make this guy run another post again. So out, stick, fade, and this guy runs the post. And he's wide open because there's no safety over the middle. Easiest pitch and catch. We'll go one more because I actually want to see throw the concept. So boom, out. This would be late. Y stick, running on this dude's toes, getting outside release. Let's see, this looks like it's about 5. So he's about right on 6, maybe 7. Off the line. But we'll see. Smart play. Corner just kind of stands there. He's supposed to run his outside release fade. This corner falls asleep. Quarterback makes a good play. All right. So that's the stick. Anybody have any questions on stick concept? Pretty simple enough. It's one of our easiest concepts. It's going to be one of our quick game concepts. Get the ball out fast. If you watch it, he's been getting the ball out within 2 seconds. We'll watch this one again. We'll watch the next one. So boom, we already know out, stick, fade. This guy's running the hitch. Watch it. Literally takes a step and he's getting the ball out. That's the kind of stuff we need to do. All right. So next concept we have is shallow. So just to show you what stick looks like. So this is Y stick. And then we have Y stick out of late. So our trips. And then the pre-snap read on the back. So now I'm going to show you guys what shallow looks like. So this is shallow, Y shallow. So this would be open Y shallow. Y is running the shallow route. H is running a dig, getting behind the linebacker that's covering him, or corner, whoever. We got the backside post. And Z, if you're on the same side as the Y, as the call. So this is open Y shallow. You know you're running that fade. So pretty simple. And then if we were to run it out of trips, Y would be on this side, running the shallow. So this is say if this was late. So say if this was late, Y shallow, he is now just running it to this side. So late Y shallow, so this would be open Y shallow, and this is open H shallow. Just tell us who's running the shallow. All right. So we are gonna go, we're gonna look at shallow. This is the same team that we watched before. Hold on 1 second. I want sound. So now here's what happens. So they're an ace, which is the formation we're going to be running. There's a tight end over here that you can't really see. He's going to run the shallow. You have this guy running his mandatory outside release. He's trying to dig it in behind this guy who's covering him. And then you have this guy running the post. And then this guy is running the fade. So you're going to see in this clip, this guy who's covering RH, he doesn't let him get behind him. He kind of backpedals. And so if we get about 10 yards off the line and we see that this guy isn't letting us get behind him, he's just kind of following us, we can cross his face and run the dig in front of him, which is what this guy ends up doing. So you'll see it. So you'll see he runs his dig, he gets outside of him, he can't cut, he can't really get behind him because he drops back so far, but the shallow is way open underneath. So we'll see it again, watch him off the line, shallow comes, right, shallow, he's literally replacing the defensive lineman. He's close enough to slap the D lineman's ass. That's our coaching rule, is we want to be able to run by and slap the D line on their butt as we're running our shallow. Boom, right into the flats. He goes and he makes it open. He makes a good catch. What we're reading on this quarterbacks is we're reading this guy right here who's covering the dig. We see if this guy is just kind of falling and covering the dig, we're going to throw the shallow. If he stays here and he tries to cover the shallow, we're throwing the dig. It's a pretty simple one. And then we're waiting for this post to open up. We want this guy to flow and we want him to try and take away the dig. And we have that post pretty open over the middle of the field. All right, another one. So we have this. We'll see it. This guy's running his mandatory outside release dig. I can put red on this guy now. He's running his mandatory outside release dig. We have our H running the shallow. So this is open H shallow. We have our fade. And then we have our post right over here. So you're going to see it. Boom, he clears the middle. Quarterback runs with him, hits him in stride, scores a tutty. So this is another formation that we're going to run. It's called, this is be green. So any color sets, we have color formation. So green, blue, black, and purple. That just shows that our team is going to be in 2 back sets. We're going to have 2 running backs on the field. So what this looks like now is Z is here. H is this back on this side. R is this back right here. We have our Y. And then we have our Z. I'm sorry, this would be an X. So X is always to the right. X is always to the left. Z is always to the right. So X, I'm sorry. So this would be green, Y, green H shallow. So what's going to happen is he's outside release. He's digging in right in here. Well, the guy that should be covering him is right here, but we have the safety. The H is going to creep through the line, and he's going to run his shallow. Z is going to run his post, and then X has his mandatory outside release fade. So you're going to see the H step up. Because they were blitzing, this leaves the Y on the dig pretty open, but he gives time for the H to clear the mess, and he gets out there. And the kid puts on some moves. Again, so now this would still be similar to our green, except now instead of having the Y out here, they moved him over in here. So you still have the H, the R, the X, and then the Z. So now the Y, instead of being out here, he's in tight. So he still has, when we run it out of ace, so if the H is over here and he's out wide in the slot, you still have mandatory outside release dig. You're still getting outside of this defender, opening more space, getting behind him, settling in, digging into that open area, and we're going to throw it right there. So H is still running his dig. So you see, H clears, he's running his shallow. So H is right here, he's clearing, he's running a shallow. The guy who was covering the Y, he blitzed. So this now, all this Y has to do is turn around, settle in this area. Quarterback has an easy throw for the dig. Which took him a little bit, but he did end up hitting him for a touchdown. Should have threw it a little sooner, but. All right, we'll go last play. So same thing. This is similar to our green set. So this would be green H shallow. Y is running his dig. H is going to clear, run the shallow. We have the backside post. And then we have our outside release fade. You see H gets tangled up. He really won't be able to run the shallow fast because they sent pressure. He's able to hit the dig over the middle. The only thing I don't like about this dig is that watching the tight end, he should be outside of him. He crosses his face and he goes in front of him, which we don't want to do. But this guy never really moved. So he should have been outside of him. It would have made the space a little better. But he still made the catch and got a big gain out of it. All right. We'll make this one the last one. So we have open. So remember, open, X is to the left, H is in the slot, Y is in the slot, Z is out wide. X and Z never change. H and Y and open always stay to the same side. So H is always to the left, Y is always to the right and open. And then we'll see who runs the shallow. So this is open Y shallow. So open Y shallow, boom, outside release on this guy. Get in behind him, dig into this area between these two linebackers. We have the shallow route. We got this post. And then we got the fade. So you see, watch how close this Y gets to these D linemen. He's literally within a yard of these guys. So they drop back to cover the dig. Shallow's wide open. All right. Any questions on shallow? Pretty simple rules. They didn't really show it out of trips, but we'll work it out of early and late. And then, no, it's pretty simple. Just remember, if you're running the dig, mandatory outside release, get upfield, dig in behind this area, behind these linebackers in this space, and we want to try and throw it there. All right, last plays that we're going to cover is our screens. which right now is our slip screens. We'll call it laser and Rex. Obviously, laser means to the left, Rex means to the right. First things first is we're gonna look at, I'm just gonna tell you guys right now, we're watching the Patriots run their slip screens. They're probably one of the best teams to run it. And I kind of model how I do my thing off of them. I actually learned from Josh McDaniels how to perfectly run these screens. First things first, when we hear laser, wide receivers, we're running it shallow. So we want to show the defense that we're running a passing concept. And this play will help protect our shallow play. So laser is it shallow, Rex is Y shallow. No matter the formation. We're running shallow. And so what's going to happen is running back's going to step up like he's in pass protection. O-line's going to take a drop. They're going to release. So left tackle is going to release flat down the sidelines. Left tackle is releasing flat down the line of scrimmage. We call this the sidewalk. He's picking up anybody who's coming in this area right from the flats. Left guard is taking a step, releasing, and he's going up the alley, which is up the seam. He's looking for anybody in this area. Center is releasing. We call it down the middle. He's looking to pick up linebackers and anybody who really releases. You won't really see the center release much or the tackle because they want him to stay in block, but we want to release. We want to be able to release them and get 3 guys to go block for our R. So we'll see it right now. This quality is not that good, but bear with me. This is like some of the only film I can get as an example. So it's a similar concept. In this play, this guy draws it up. The running back is going. It looks kind of like our shallow. We're running into the drag side. We have our guy running the drag. Instead of running a dig, he's running a release fade, running a fade. Backside guy's running the fade. So running back's going to step up like he's blocking, and they're releasing to the shallow side. And you're going to see the lineman release. So he steps over. This is the running back right now. It's a little choppy, but this is the running back. He stepped up like he was going to block, and then now he's releasing flat out with an offensive lineman up here to catch this block, seal an edge, and he's going to go upfield and turn it into a big gain. So running back's right here, and he gets a big gain off of it, first down. So now it's a similar thing. Why we run it, why we want to run shallow is because a lot of teams are going to run man coverage like this guy, like he's drawn out. We know that this guy right here is going to follow our shallow guy across the field. So it's going to open up it's going to open it up for us to throw this screen. Yep. Now you see the wall. This offensive lineman right here seals it off, and he gets upfield. You're going to see the O-line on this. So running back comes back. Center in this case would, for us, center would drop and go. Tackle would throw and go, and we'd have more guys downfield to block. He steps out and he goes. Takes a little bit of time, takes a couple seconds. So you're going to see the lineman release. Shaq Mason could have had a better block on that. And so we'll watch one more. So similar concept. He's going to release and go. Running back's going to step up and block, and he's going to flare out. Offensive line, center, and guard, I think, go out on this. Oh, no. But he ends up taking it for 6. So there's the lineman. That's the running back right here. So the lineman is right here. Running back's right here. And you're going to see he catches it. He turns upfield and takes it for 6. Offensive lineman takes a great block, cuts this guy, takes it in for 6. We're going to have more guys releasing. We should have 3 or 4. Tackle's right here. Guard is right here. Center wasn't able to get out there. But they followed the shallow route. And look at all that green grass. We'll see it from the backside. You'll see the tackle tries to release. Guard bumps. Let's go. Tackle tried to release. DN followed him. Great block. Takes it for 6. Center should be getting off too. This guy right here should be getting off as well, but he doesn't end up going. Yep. This is one of my favorite plays. A lot of teams don't get it. Don't really see it until it's too late, unless you have a team that specifically is there to stop it. A lot of teams want to get a sack or rush the pass rusher and do all that stuff. Well, we're gonna punish them for that, and we're really gonna take advantage of them. So that's Rex and Laser. Remember, Laser left, Rex right. These are the plays that I really want to stress on Saturday when we practice. We're going to run these, and, we're going to have a screen period with the O-line, the running backs, and the quarterbacks. We're going to have our Skelly period, where it's going to be our quarterbacks and our wide receivers and our running backs running routes, the concepts, and we're really going to get to work. O-line is really going to pound heavy on Izzy and Ozzy, because those are our 2 bread and butter plays. We're going to get this stuff all, churned out. We're going to grind it. We're going to get good at it. And then we're going to move on to the rest of our stuff, which I really like. Our powers, our counters, cross, mesh, corner, Florida, salt, pepper, Roger, Larry. We're going to get into all that fun stuff. But right now we want to be able to grind these out and, really get at it. Don't be surprised after practice. I'm going to let you guys know I'm going to be sending out a quiz by position. So if you play X and Z, you're going to be getting a quiz. If you play quarterback, you're going to be getting a quiz. If you play R, you're getting your own quiz. If you play Y, you're getting your own quiz. H, O-line, you're getting all your own specific quizzes. And I'm going to, obviously I'm not it's not going to affect if you play or not, but I want to see how much you guys have picked up and learned over these Zoom calls and, at practice on Saturday. I'm not going to quiz you until we have a full practice on the field. But yeah, this is, the first install of our plays. This is going to be the first install of our formations too. I'll actually show you guys our formations. So these are the formations. This is ace. Y is in tight. Z is off the line. H is off the line. X is on the line. We have open. If Y is always on the line. So if you see Y on your side, you're off. And then we're going to have early, which is trips right. And then late, which is trips left. Pretty simple. Any questions on anything that I discussed? Offensively, offensively, skill positions, any questions? All right, fellas, listen, if you guys don't have questions, I'm gonna assume that you guys picked everything up and we should be able to run it with little to no issues on Saturday. But listen, if you guys don't have any questions, you guys are free to go. If you want to stay back and talk a little, ask your questions, then you can. But for now, I'd like you to, unmute your mics, say bye, so I know if you're here or not, and then we'll be good. And then you guys are free to go.